Hey, that's right. Where the party has already started. Where you're joining the crew and everything we do. That's right. Craft brews are reviewed for you here at the Spitter Swab Beer Review, and I am Jammer.
That's right, Jammer. I am Shagdog, and this beer costs $3.49. Price tag still on there. Two
Wow.
of them. Oh, I
Shagdog,
don't
I
have
got
that
New
one.
Belgium Bruins Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. I don't remember what it is. Geez. On the let me just look real quick. Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says this is an 86 with a 9% ABV. And yeah, it shows 9% on the can. So, yes, it's an Imperial IPA. New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA is a rare blend of choice hops that creates an explosion of fresh cut pine, citrus for a complex, rich, and delicious flavor.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's exciting, isn't it, Shagdog?
Yeah. I'm doing it's just a green skull spitting out it looks like a damn snake or something. I can't even tell what it is, but it's Burial Beer Company's Prophetmaker. Beer Advocate gives it a 91. It's an American Pale Ale, 5.3% ABV. It's got a big, long description, but it does say it has Mosaic and Strata hops
Yeah.
and expect a more tropical
Yeah.
selection of pineapple jujubes, tropical berry skittles, and passionfruit sorbet. Remember, I mentioned sorbet in the last video.
Yeah, you
I'm a
did.
profit maker.
Yeah, you're the profit maker, buddy. Let me tell you, I poured this into the glass. It's got this really thick, maybe 3 finger or 4 finger frothy ivory head that just crowns the brew. It's captivating, and it's causing me to have visions of clouds drifting across a twilight sky, Shagdog. That's right, I said it. Clouds are drifting across the twilight sky. Yes, I'm getting kind of poetic. That's right. I have had enough rest where my words are coming out in a poetic form. I just feel like the magic awaits within this beer just from the looks of it. I mean, look at that. Look at that that look at that, Shagdog. It's an
Oh,
amber
shit.
hue that shimmers
Yeah.
in the light, does it not?
Yeah. That's supposed
Well,
to be
let
an
me just
IPA.
tell you. Yeah, it's an Imperial IPA. Let me go ahead and give it a sniff while you describe your appearance of your beer.
Yeah, definitely. The appearance, hazy gold orange with a thick, creamy head. And it does have a nice little head on it. Leaving behind a little bit of, yeah, the head's sticking to the glass too, almost like a damn Miller High Life. That's not good. Uh, yeah, but it looks nice. Cloudy, hazy, definitely cloudy. And I can't tell if there's that sediment in there or if that's just the
Yeah.
carbonation. Oh, well, but yeah, it looks okay. At least the head's retaining, nice and foamy. A little tiny head there, less than 2 fingers. There you go.
Well, Shagdog, let me just tell you, the aroma of this beer, I'm telling you, it just entices the senses. Let me tell you. It just tantalizes your taste buds into believing that maybe, just maybe, this will be something great. It has citrus just kind of raining down upon the beer itself. I mean, it's just like you smell it and you're thinking to yourself, grapefruit, tangerine, orange. I mean, it's just all in there. It's got a little bit of pine. And you know what? It has like a forest glade type smell too,
Oh,
actually, and it just adds definitely to the whole olfactory experience, buddy. Let me tell you, it just makes you think, "Hey, this may just be great."
yeah, that's
And
awesome.
while I'm tasting it, why don't you explain the aroma of your beer, Shagdog?
I'll explain you something, Lucy.
Explain me something good.
Yeah, it's definitely a tropical paradise on this one. Burst
Oh,
with
that's nice. Tropical
juicy
paradise. Hey,
mango.
Shagdog, do you have your toes in the sand and your ass? How's that go?
Toes in the sand, ass in the water, toes in the sand, cold beer in my hand, something
I
like
don't
that.
know, something like that.
Last
Anyway,
thing
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
yeah, definitely. a burst in with juicy mango pineapple. I don't know if that's the hop that's in there, but might be a little bit of citra. I don't think Beer Advocate says what kind of hops in there. It says Mosaic and Strata, but definitely a citrus taste, smell in there. And there's a little hint of some herbal floral undertones too on that. Now I don't know what the date is on this, because it does smell something weird in there too. So this liquor store I've been buying beers from, I've bought one or two that were like 2 years old. So you never know. I can't see a date on this thing, so hopefully that's not the case. Now the bottle does say 5.2%, and Beer Advocate said 5.3. So I'll have to go with the bottle, I guess.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Go with the bottle.
There you go. I'm gonna Prophetmaker.
Well, Shagdog, let me just tell you, while you're tasting that, I'm going to go ahead and give you a description of the taste of this New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA.
Do it.
As I burp and taste it again. Let me just tell you, this is casting a spell on my palate, and it's just a delight. In general, this right here is citrus forward, and it dominates from the up front there, and it just bursts. Who's Bert, right? It's like, what about Bill or Bob? What about Bob? All right. It just bursts with juicy grapefruit and tangy orange type zest flavors. It's just really in there with it. And let me tell you, it just dances across your tongue, and it's like a smorgasbord of what do they call back in the day? What is that called? That they always talk about back in the day when people used to dance and sing and all that stuff. They called it what? Vaudeville. Yeah, it just vibrant flavors, like dancing around like a vaudeville bunch of dancers, and kind of crazy. I'm going way back. That's like in the 20s, 30s, 40s. Just in general, it's got a subtle malt flavor. Yeah, it's a beer that involves like a gentle bitterness that kind of like emerges, adding like a satisfying complexity to it. It's like a, I don't know, it kind of lingers on the palate long after the last sip, and it's just kind of like just right there on my tongue as it just kind of dissipates, and it's just I don't know what to tell you, Shagdog. It's just filled with a lot of different, like grapefruit, orange zest type flavors. It's vibrant. It's not overbearing. It's pretty well balanced. It's just a very enjoyable brew. And Shagdog, I hate. I get on a tangent like this, and I hate it because I know that kind of hinders you, and so I'm just going to relinquish it and let it be you.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna let you do solo. Let you continue to do some solo ones today, so you can shine and get rid of all that shine you have, because you're shining a lot.
I know. I'm very well rested here lately, and let me tell you, I am flowing.
Yeah, this one has a masterful balance, Jammer, of bright, zesty citrus, tropical, probably a light bitterness. It's not super bitter. But the hops shine without overpowering, showcasing a delightful harmony of flavors. That's what I have to say about it. But
so it's a jammer full of explosion, like an explosion of jammer. Because I relinquished the spotlight to you.
I don't know, but I do. It does have a medium mouthfeel. It's a silky medium, I think, and
well, I'm kind of silky too.
Crisp finish, and it actually leaves you craving for another one, I think, because I'm really not big on pale ales either, especially hoppy pale ales. I don't know what the IBUs are, it doesn't say, but I would probably drink a couple of these, 2 or 3 probably, at least.
Well, if I was a beer, you'd probably drink me up 5 times over.
That's not too bad. And I'd probably pick up what the hell Beer Advocate hops that it had in there? Mosaic and Strata. And most of the IPAs that have Mosaic, I kind of like.
Shagdog, let me ask you: is that Strata or Strata?
It could be a Strata, straight out of Compton.
Or Erica Strata?
Yeah.
Chips. Doom, doom, doom.
Or it could be a Strata hop, Strata or game.
Yeah. With every sip, Bubba.
Not bad though. Overall, man, it's a pretty good beer, I think.
It's a happening experiment, right? It's a happening flavor exposure.
Yeah, it's a happening event live.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it is, Shagdog. We can go on and go on these tangents like I do sometimes, or we can go on this extravaganza of different words and expressions and everything. And I've done it here recently more than what I've done in the past. Although I think I did somewhat in the past like this to a degree.
Yeah.
But I mean, more recently we have done it, both you and me, because you have ventured out further with your vocabulary and came out with some better descriptive terms and so forth.
Yeah.
And I think to a degree that we kind of have to, because when there for a while I was being blah blah blah. It's pillowy, it's soft, inviting.
That's pretty good words. They're good.
Yeah,
words.
I agree, and yes, it describes the beer and everything to what it is. And for most people, yes, but sometimes you should expand it. I think.
Well, some people like to hear something more than the same thing all the time. That's what it is. So I'm trying
pontificating.
Right.
Are you pontificating, Shagdog?
Probably, but someone told me if you say something citrusy, well, what happens when you squeeze an orange? It explodes. So if you use the word it explodes with citrus. So you got to expand your mind of words of different to describe it differently every time. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't deserve it.
Right.
Sometimes it's just blah, right?
Sometimes, yeah. But this actually deserved it. All the description I gave.
And I would say the same thing with this new Belgian Voodoo Ranger. I think that it does have explosions of flavor. It's just not in a vast amount.
I just don't think this is fresh. I think it could be better. But
yeah.
I think it has a hint of like it's been around for about over
personally, I think PA Brew News or Jammer fans should just throw a comment out there every once in a while, even though they may be on the what do they call it, the dry humping.
Oh, dry humping, yeah.
They're supposed to be dry humping right now, or what is it?
Is that what PA Brew News is doing too?
I don't know. I mean, I know Jammer fan is supposedly with the withdrawal right now. He just wants to detox a little bit. And, that is actually a smart thing to do. I think that every one of us should be doing that to a degree.
Well, we did beer reviews yesterday, and I normally don't do them 2 days in a row. I usually do once a week. That's the only time I drink normally is once a week. Although lately I've been doing my 40-ounce after work special 2 weeks in a row. So I've been drinking twice a week.
And I think in general, we probably should take like a month or at least 3 weeks.
I mean, really, they say to really let your liver recover, you should stop drinking for 1 year to let your for it to fully heal. Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
I can't go a year without drinking it, right?
Well, you might be able to, but I don't think you'd be working at the same job.
Right. There comes a point in time, I think you're probably going to cut down. We're going to cut down as you get older. You can't drink when you're in your mid-60s.
I don't know. 70s, back in the day, you know what they basically did? They had afternoon cocktails. And you know what? Most people back in the day that had afternoon cocktails, they drank hard liquor. And those people continue to drink hard liquor up until the day they die.
Yeah,
they had instead of maybe 4 or 5 martinis after work or 4 or 5 screwdrivers or whatever, they would have 1 or 2. They would back off a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't give the grade score in this though, right?
I don't think we have. Oh, that's amazing, Shagdog. You are so into the whole beer review. I completely was a oblivious wanderer on this one. I mean, you talk about oblivious asshole. That was me, buddy. I just completely overlooked the fact that we should be grading this.
Yeah.
You are so right.
I'm going to give mine it's not super great, but it's super okay. And I'm going to give it a super straight up B. And a sworder, though. A B and a sworder.
Well, let me tell you right now, Shagdog, this ain't the greatest Imperial IPA, but it ain't the worst. I think that most people would agree if you tried it, whether you're a newbie to or a novice to the whole craft brew scene and the IPA flavors and all that stuff, or whether you're a craft brewing criticist type person, somebody that's diehard craft brew IPA lover and just like inspired by the whole craft brew IPA style. I think that in general, this right here, it gets to like an 80, I think an 86 by the BA. I would say it's a B plus. I mean, it's a sworder. It's pretty easy to drink. It's not anything special, but it's not anything to snub your nose up at. And it's 9%. It's very well balanced, and it just kind of like masks that 9% completely. You can't taste the fact that it's 9%.
Right.
9%, you're getting into the warming category. You should be getting like a warming feeling sometimes. I'm not getting that whatsoever. Maybe that's because I'm tolerant of that high level of alcohol content.
Maybe
I don't know.
Your esophagus is probably burnt.
Yeah, maybe it's burnt raw and I don't realize it.
It killed all the nerve endings.
But in general, I think the newbie as well as the craft brew criticist, the one that is going to be there, Diane. Yeah, I created a word. Fuck you.
Now, I always wonder, were you talking to me or people in general?
I said I created the word. Yeah, criticist.
Yeah. Criticist, yeah.
Yeah. I think 9% is pretty well masked. It's easy to drink. I'm going to tell you right now, being that it is that way, B plus and I'll give it a sworder.
Yeah, I think you think about these beer companies. Imagine you work for a beer company. You're the CEO or manager of the brewery or whatever the hell you are. So some of the top guys. I don't even think they waste their time coming to watch people like us. They probably just go straight to something like Rate Beer, Untapped, or we got a 91. Okay, well we don't have to watch anybody's reviews. Yeah, we don't have to watch anybody's reviews.
But you know what would be smart, Shagdog? To tell you quite honestly, what would be smart is to watch people who are doing reviews of it.
You think so?
I think so, because there's going to be some people who say this or. Look what I said about this beer. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst, right?
Right. You think they're going to watch a multitude of people or just the 5? Okay, these guys are 5 best beer reviewers. What do you think? They should watch anybody random, I think.
I think in general what they're going to do is watch the ones that have the most views. Mm-hmm. Instead of watching some of the ones that don't have the most views.
It should be random, yeah.
See, like... my opinion. All right, I'm gonna apply the same logic that I apply to whenever I'm looking at reviews before I buy something. Okay, So the Shagdog. This is what I'm going to tell you right now. When I look at the reviews, a lot of the people that give it 5.0, which 5 out of 5, A, plus type reviews out of A, B, C, D, and F.
Yes.
I look at those extreme 5.0 reviews, or A plus reviews. And then I look at the ones that give it the worst reviews. And then I kind of get the idea in between those, what it really is like.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like, there's going to be, you're going to have the ringers, the ones that are fake, that are 5 point something, 5.0, 5.0, 5.0. it's going to always be 5.0 out of 5, right?
You think some of those people are probably company workers? Hey, go
They're
on
either
there and give us-
company or there are fake reviews that are in general made to boost up the score.
Right.
Then you're going to have the ones that are the enemies, the people who are really think to the oh my god, I got ripped off,
Or the competition.
or the competition.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, when you look at the ones that are the greatest reviews at all, you can kind of tell the ones that are. It's the same thing when you review companies and people talk about how well it is to work for a company.
Right.
Like Glassdoor or
yeah.
other, what is that, Salary.com. You'll have all these reviews of people that say, oh, it's a great company to work for. It's just wonderful. I enjoy my job, and the people here are just the spectacular and everything. Okay, all right. You're a suck up, and you are basically the flunky of the main.
Right.
people.
Or they're fake and they're told, hey, go write
totally
a review.
fake, and we're just trying to give it a good review because we don't like the idea of
We're
our
down
company.
we're averaging 2.3, so we got to boost that up to at least 4.
And then you look at the worst reviews and you say, okay, this one has a was that the grudge on their
company.
shoulder?
Yeah, they either got fired or mistreated.
Yeah. And so then you look at the middle ground to a degree, and you say, okay, this person's saying it's not the greatest place to work for, but they have this benefit and they have this or that. Or they say it's a great place to work for, but the pay is crap, and so I couldn't give it a 5.0, that kind of thing.
Yeah, or the insurance.
Or they don't care for family. They only care about you being dedicated to the company. Same thing. Same thing with beer reviews. Same thing with company reviews. Same thing with motel reviews, hotel reviews.
Right. It's all like the beer. All
Amazon
good.
reviews.
They just vary in goodness.
Yeah, and Amazon reviews are the same way.
Yeah.
You're going to have people putting fake Amazon reviews up.
Or someone gets the order messed up, so they give it a bad review just because their order got mixed up in the mail and they never got it.
And that's the other thing. If they give a bad review and it's not really a review of the product itself,
right.
I mean, come on, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That don't make sense. You're giving a bad review of the company or the product.
Or the people who, because you ever order something that came in the wrong size and you order it the correct size and it gets there and it's the wrong fucking size. Well, it's not really the product that you're giving a bad review on. You're giving a review on somebody that works at fucking Amazon or whoever picks it.
That put the wrong stuff in the description.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be very discerning when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah. I don't care about reviews at all.
I mean, in particular, I think the reviews that we do are pretty. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think we try to be very subjective to what it is and the time that we have it and the time that and the company that makes it. I mean, the consistency is there.
I mean, just from reviewing beers, and especially when you do so many beers from a certain company, wow, this company's, I mean, they don't have to be the greatest. Every beer is not going to be great, right? But you're like, wow, this company's consistent. All their beers are at least halfway decent. The
quality of the beers are maintaining a satisfactory level.
Right. And okay, well, it's not. You're going to get this beer. You're like, well, I've had 10 beers by them. They're not really great, but it's drinkable.
Yeah, I've had 10 beers by them, and even though I wouldn't consider them great, I would consider them at least in the middle ground because they're drinkable. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I mean, I can handle a beer by them, but I wouldn't fucking go out and buy it for any old
reason. Or I wouldn't recommend them, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you have the beer breweries that you say, oh my God, that's great beer. I mean, Shagdog, let's think about Anchor beer, right?
Yeah.
Anchor beer had a lot of damn good beers.
Yeah.
I mean, they really had a lot of good beers.
Mm-hmm.
But they went out of business.
I don't know why, but
bad management, whatever you want to call it. They went out of business.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know because the last I knew they were bought by not Whirlpool, but one of those damn like Maytag.
Diego.
Then they were owned by Sky Vodka or some shit.
Yeah,
No, so last I knew, they were owned by Sapporo or Kari Ichiban or one of those damn Japanese companies. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So they're still open, but they just closed down the operations of Anchor and the brewery there in San Francisco. Yeah. But San Francisco's going to hell, so what do you expect, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they're getting beer stolen.
But I'm just saying, in general, there's a lot of breweries out there that do really good beers. I mean, and yet they fail. I mean,
I'm hoping someone kept down all the ingredients and how they made all those beers, because you never know. Like 5 years from now, someone might pick it back up and want to make those beers, right?
Well, I can say this much: if I had the ability to take on a name or take on a trademark and rebuild it, I definitely would like certain beers, certain trademarks.
Yeah.
Anchor Steam beer would be a great one to have. And Schlitz would be a great one to have.
Even
Narragansett. I would love to have Narragansett because it really embodies a lot of the New England style type beers.
Right, and San Francisco, that's a big thing, San Francisco Anchor beer, but imagine if the guy gets out of jail, the one that had the love affair with Nancy Pelosi's husband, and he gets out, and maybe Anchor beer was his favorite beer, and he does a lawsuit against the Pelosi's, and he wins, and maybe he'll open up Anchor Brewery. He's like, so we're gay lovers. I only hit him with a hammer because he wouldn't tell the cops that I was there because we were making love.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
You never know, man. All right, we're at 27 minutes here.
Let's get it over with then. Let's do it. Right, I got room for one. I got 2 more beers in the fridge, but I can do one at least.
I could do at least one more too before I'm a little pushed over the edge.
Yeah, I could do 2 if it comes down to it, though. But
me too. I could do that too.
That's all I got left in the fridge is 2, though.
All right. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing. This is a Spitter Swallow beer review. If you have tried New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA, let us know what you think. If you have any questions about it, drop us a line and everything. And then, Shagdog, what is that beer that you had again?
Oh, it's a burial, like getting buried.
Buried.
A burial beer company. I have horrible time with ours. Prophetmaker. Yeah.
Prophetmaker. If you have ever tried that, please comment down below. If you have any questions about that, comment down below. Let us know. Shagdog is very adamant about keeping up to date with all the latest comments of the fans and everything. Let us know what you think. Any questions, he will be more than willing to respond to it in a timely and efficient manner.
Right. And if you like the live beers, live reviews, or if you'd rather us go back to do recorded and upload them, 3 times a week or whatever hell we did, let us know. Let us know. And we could still even just record what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Edit some snippets out and upload it. We could do anything you want.
Yeah. We're giving you the power. That's right.
Yeah, if it wasn't for our fans, there would be no Spitters. Well, there would be a Spitter Swallow beer review, but we're kidding. But if it wasn't for the fans, we might have given up already.
Yeah, that's true. We might have already given up.
We're live and we're enjoying each other's company via technology.
Yeah, well, that's my thing. I can't hang out with you and go biking or go to the beach or do anything.
Karaoke.
Hang out, do karaoke with you and all that stuff. But hey, I can sit here on the camera and drink with you.
Yeah. I mean, we could even do some healthy stuff. We could both get those pellets. What the hell's Peloton?
Pellets?
Peloton and a little...
Oh, you can talk about little rice pellets.
We can work out together.
Yeah. All right. Peloton.
All right, today we're not doing beer reviews. We're doing push-ups.
Push-ups. Yeah, we're doing push-ups, people. Watch this. This is me pushing up.
We're training, so when they come out with an American version of Physical 100, we're going to go on it.
Yeah, because we want to do the greatest race, right?
I don't care about the greatest race, no.
Or Survivor.
No, I don't care about that. A physical 100.
I was very disappointed when Survivor came out, only because it was a
I was like very shocked of
fake Survivor.
Because you told me about it before it came out. Hey, you do a video, you send it in, you can go on a show called Survivor. You only get to bring one item, and you survive an island. Whoever survives the longest wins. And I'm like,
yeah, and then it came out to where you're playing fucking games and all that shit.
yeah, and vote people off the island, and it's not even about
that
surviving.
brings out the worst of human behavior.
Yeah. Snitching and snitching.
Yeah, I mean, if you can turn around and survive, and not only survive, but maybe help others survive too,
right?
That would be the best of human behavior.
Yeah, Naked and Afraid is more what I was expecting from Survivor when I heard about it. You know, not naked, the naked part, of course, but you know, going out there with one item, either a fire starter or a roll of toilet paper, and that's all you get. You know.
Yeah, I agree with you, Shagdog.
Pot.
I was very pot would be interesting. Wouldn't it?
I mean, a cooking pot. You know,
oh,
a pan.
I'm going out to survive, and I'm taking pot with me.
I'm taking
this big old bong here with me. You know, let's hit it.
You hit up because you can only bring one item, so you show up. I brought pot. What did you bring? I brought a bong. All right.
All right. Woo!
That'd be awesome.
That'd be the new Cheech and Chong for the nation, man.
Because it happened all the time. I brought the fire starter. What did you bring? I brought a pot. You know.
I brought pot. And what did you got? I brought the bong. Let's smoke it up, baby.
Yeah, but they all brought I brought a machete and I brought this. You know, I was like, nobody brought anything good. I brought cocaine. What'd you bring? I brought a mirror and a razor blade.
The reason I brought cocaine is because I figure we're going to have some hard times and be in pain and all that stuff, and this would kill it.
We're getting skinny anyhow, so.
Yeah, let's just snort it up.
Yeah, at least maybe we'll be a little faster to catch some snakes or something.
Yeah, and if I get eaten by a crocodile, it ain't going to matter because guess what? I'm not going to feel it.
Right. Matter of fact, crocodile, I'll probably get high.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and sharing. I am Jammer.
I am
You bore me.
All right. Yeah, we're going to be back here in about 2 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 minutes.
Spit Swallow beer review, people.